All right, all right. So when we start to observe the patterns that we just realized, there is one big pattern that we have. It's common to all the patterns. It's always there. Doesn't matter if it is who has it. It doesn't matter what is the type of action, if it is from the mind, from the speech, from the body, it's always there. And that pattern is that absolutely devotion we have towards me, me, myself, and I, isn't it? It's always about us. Think about it. These patterns, there's always there that cherishing, that idea of protecting, of enhancing, of uh, um, pleasing. Yeah? There's me, isn't it? Nobody wakes up and thinks, "Ah, I hope I can suffer. I hope my day is horrible. I hope, this and that happens badly to me." Nobody does that. So it always that. So from that sense of this center of the universe that we are constantly, right? And these patterns come, and then we grasp. Yeah, there's a cat over there. There is a cat over there. So it is always there, right? So we're always constantly looking for pleasing or anything that can be harmful for it. We're always there. So then our minds are never in peace. We are never peaceful. Because guess what? This me, myself, and I is very demanding. It is never satisfied. It's never satisfied with the happiness it has. And it's always finding problems when actually maybe there are no problems, right? We're never content. Does it make sense? Can you understand that? Sometimes it lasts, but very short. Because we are constantly giving attention to it, feeding it, no? Thinking that this is the way. So what we're going to meditate now is the disadvantages, yes, of cherishing and putting this I as the center of the universe. How this actually is a hindrance for our own happiness, which is the opposite of what we believe today, nowadays, right? We believe when we are dissatisfied, I need this me, I, this I needs a chocolate to be happy. Yes. And then we just don't eat one little chocolate. We eat the entire package, and therefore we become sick or we have diabetes, and then just like goes. So actually creates more problems. Did alleviate, or alleviate, yeah, alleviate for very temporary the little discomfort we had, maybe, right? If we like chocolate, then yes, or cookie. But it actually creates more problems. Hmm? Does it make sense? So, what actually is a mind that can help us is the opposite. When a mind is thinking, when our minds are more concerned about helping others, so there they can be fulfilled, they can be happy, that they can be, then the mind, it's our own mind, it's without that self-centeredness, yes, which is the creator of that suffering. So we replace it. with caring, cherishing others. And then true happiness starts to arise. But cherishing others, it can be a mental action. Huh? Cherishing others, it's much more a mental action than an external action. Don't think that because you feel that you want to help others to be happy, you need to do everything that they need or they want. Doesn't need to be like this. Hmm? But it's just the mind. It's replacing the mind that doesn't allow us to think about others because it's constantly thinking about oneself only. Does it make sense? And that mind, when it's not there, there is already space, a sense of, but also it's full because the mind is concerned about others, wanting others to be happy, wishing, cherishing, not worried, because we know that in reality, we can't eliminate that selfish mind from people. People need to eliminate that, right? The same way that we need to eliminate ours. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Hmm? So because we understand that, oh, actually, when I eliminate my selfishness, I become happier and I can help the other person to eliminate their selfishness. So they become happy. Win-win situation. So that's what we are trying to actually develop. Yeah? That's what we're going to meditate now. Does it make sense? Hmm? Wait, is it related to the meditation? Is it related? Okay.
How would you help someone else to get rid of their selfishness?
We're gonna next meditation.
Thank you.
The next one we will understand. Okay, so let's do the meditation. Yes, so we can decrease our self-cherishing, our selfish mind, and increase. No, so we need to meditate on what are the advantages of one and what are the disadvantages of the other. Yes, so let's do this. So we start trying to find the posture. Remembering that we don't meditate with the body, but without the body, the mind can't concentrate because it's obsessed with my body. So we find the balance between being comfortable but not too comfortable, so we also the body becomes heavy and we fall asleep. But actually that the body becomes conducive, a conducive circumstances, a conducive condition for the mental meditation to happen. So once we found the posture, we stabilized it, we start to bring attention to the mind, to your own consciousness. And we especially try to become aware of the intention of doing this meditation now. Trying to develop a strong wish to better understand how our obsession with cherishing ourselves are actually the creator of so much of our problems. And how can we take advantage and benefit by thinking and cherishing others? So by meditating on these, we develop our understanding, our reasoning, our strength, and even our faith to apply these methods into our lives. So for that, we need to familiarize ourselves, to try to understand it better and better, further and further. So with that intention, we start to bring the attention to our breath, to the subtle sensations just at the entrance of the nostrils. Every time we inhale and exhale, We might notice us trying to change the breath, modify, intensify it. We let it go. We simply observe. We do less. Don't need to worry about it. Just notice, observe it. And we become aware of distractions. And we might think they are important. Right now, we let them go. And we bring the attention back to the breath. Now that we're able to focus and concentrate the mind a bit better, we can begin our analysis. How this self-centered selfishness attitude creates so much disadvantages for us to really find happiness and peace of mind, and trying to understand how shifting, replacing that self-centeredness for cherishing a mind that cherishes others really creates the mental happiness that we want. So actually we need to start understanding that this selfish, self-centered attitude, it's not an essential part of our minds. Don't be afraid that if we eliminate it, you will stop existing. But it's just a wrong approach to fulfill our most inner wish to be happy and not to suffer. It's a confused way. Think about it for a moment. So this constant obsession with self-preoccupation, with selfish attitudes can then be eliminated from our mind streams. Especially when we reflect how this approach, this attitude, has caused us harm and has caused harm to others. So we can start by realizing how this selfish attitude brings so much dissatisfaction, because it's a mind that is impossible to satisfy. Every moment a different wish, something more new. Think about it for a moment. How many times your mind is telling you, I need this, I need that, I have to, And in the pursuit of fulfilling, satisfying these impossible desires, we do harmful actions, confused in the attempt to satisfy, to find happiness. So we make us act in ways that harm others. Think about it, how this happened to you. In the pursuit of satisfying yourself, protecting yourself. You have harmed others with your speech, with your actions. And that creates us the sense of guilt and the sense of low self-esteem, self-hatred. Trying to satisfy these desires, never being able to accomplish, then acting in harmful ways, then feeling guilt and hating ourselves. We are not good enough. We are bad. Think about it. And then it creates all the fears that we're going to be criticized, that we're going to lose things. We become overly sensitive, easily offended. We easily react, creating more and more harmful actions, guilt, low self-esteem, self-hatred. So within this analysis, we try to conclude that it really is not our friend. following this selfish, self-centered approach, in reality, it gives us the opposite of what we expect. It's a deceiving mind. Try to come to this conclusion. So if this approach doesn't fulfill our wish for happiness and our wish to not suffer, to end our dissatisfaction, then what is the other approach? What is another option we have? Buddhism will come with the assumption, with the idea, with the option that benefiting and caring about others, cherishing their own happiness, their own wish to be free from suffering, as being a much more powerful approach because it truly delivers what we want. So think about it for a moment. How does cherishing and benefiting others creates the causes for you to be happy and for you to be free from suffering? One of the main reflections we make is by realizing that just by getting out of the selfish, self-centered attitude and approach, which makes us so miserable, which creates so much problems, that in itself already creates a lot of space, peace of mind. Think about it for a moment. Try to come up with examples in your own life where you were able to switch from a me, to thinking about the well-being of someone else, and how that immediately created more peace and spacious in your mind and in your heart. Also, with that approach, we can actually be happy anywhere, anytime, just by cherishing others in our own mind. Wishing them to be happy, wishing them to be free from their own suffering mind. And with this approach, we actually accomplish the happiness of others. We become kinder, our relationships go better, more harmonious. Our lives become meaningful, actually. And really reflect how this creates for you happiness, for others happiness, and for the world a more peaceful, kind way of living. So try to come to this conclusion that sincerely caring for others and eliminating our automatic, selfish, self-centered approach is the cause for our own our own happiness, our own freedom from suffering, and also it helps others to do the same, to accomplish the same. Try to come to this conclusion and stay with it for a moment. So with that conclusion, we dedicate that we use every situation of our daily lives to make this inner transformation, to replace one approach to the other, and to finally be able to find our own happiness, freedom from suffering, and be able to help others meaningfully. And when we are ready from that dedication, from that intention, we can move our bodies. We can open our eyes whenever we want. So we just try to stay a little bit with this revolutionary approach of actually trying to realize that just thinking about us doesn't actually get what we want, but thinking about others. So we're gonna have a little break again, and then we're gonna do another meditation on more how to develop this idea to help others. Yes? How we can do that.